Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Company 119's The Coffee Cup. My name is Ryan Gilkerson. I'm creative lead here at Company 119. I'm joined today by one of our fantastic design team, Chad Paul.
Good morning.
I'm glad you could come in today, Chad.
I'm glad to be back. It's been too long.
Quick note, just got the notification. All 13 of the people in the cave in Thailand were rescued.
Yes.
Just in time for your episode. Everybody got out, and now I'm sure they're gathered around the internet to watch your episode today.
I'm sure too. I actually heard on the way in that the only two that were left was a coach and one of the other kids. So.
They're out now, so an awesome story there. I'm not drinking coffee today. I want to give a shout out to our friends at 1010 Designs. This could be your logo on this awesome water canister. I don't know what you call water bottle, but I'm doing a 10-day fitness challenge, so no coffee on the show today, just water for me. And you have a special treat from Buckeye Chocolate today.
I do, but it's on my desk. I am actually having coffee in our branded Company 119 tumbler here.
Great. What kind of coffee did you get at Buckeye Chocolate today?
I didn't. I got a frappe.
A frappe. That's classy. That's almost too classy for me. I like it. Buckeye Chocolate. They have awesome chocolate, coffee. Go have a cup, get some breakfast, and then sit down and watch your coffee cup each and every morning. So it's Marketing Automation Week right here on the Coffee Cup. One of the elements that's key to successful marketing automation is good landing pages. It's one that gets overlooked. Everybody talks about email strategies. You talk about your social media strategies. But there's this little element to your marketing automation campaign that's very important. Landing pages are important because as you're targeting your campaigns, they help with analytics. We talked about analytics yesterday. Analytics drive every decision you make in digital marketing. And landing pages are very important and key to understanding your analytics and getting more data as you're talking with your customers. So tell me, to you, Chad, what is the importance of a good landing page?
Well, the importance of a good landing page is, number one, what the purpose is of that landing page. And that's to get people to get on your page and to submit their information. Once they do that, you can kind of refine your targeting efforts and know how to get at them based on what their needs are.
Okay.
So one thing that you want to have on a landing page above the fold is a clear call to action.
I'm going to stop you for a second.
Sure,
when you talk, because I hear that term and sometimes I don't know.
Right.
What's above the fold mean on a landing page?
Okay, so above the fold is when you first go to a website. Anything from the bottom of your page up is above the fold. And I believe that term came from the actual morning paper.
Physical envelopes.
Physical
and paper.
Newspaper. You get your paper, your dad.
And it's above the fold.
Go outdoors. I want to read my paper. And he'd unfold his paper and
it's
from the fold up.
I love it.
Term came from. And if that's not true, I'm going to have words with the person that told me that for taking advantage of my goldenness.
It's coffee cup true. We're saying it's true today, so we'll go with that. So above what do we need to have above the fold? What kind of elements should we have?
You can have a few different elements. It all depends on what you're really trying to drive to your consumer. Video can be beneficial depending on whether or not it's specific to what you're trying to offer. You don't want anything too distracting to your viewer. You don't want them to get on this landing page with one specific thing in mind, and then because of a video that you show that had something else, they're like, oh, that's right, I need to go order that, and then they jump off the page. So as long as it's geared specifically toward what you're trying to push, that could work. Making them an offer, rich copy, and those two kind of go hand in hand because as you provide the information to your consumer, you can keep putting in little hints of why you would want to get this PDF, why you would want to fill out this form that's going to be on this page to get their information. Fill out the form, download our top 5 hints or tips of 2018.
Sure.
Really give them an incentive to want to share the information, by giving them information back.
Perfect. We had a customer that was having us do an analysis of some landing pages. One of the things that we do here at Company 119 is we will assess your current marketing strategy. If you use SharpSpring or another platform to send out emails that go to landing pages, we can do an assessment, see recommendations we might have for you. They had an ad for one of their products that was buried in an ad for a bunch of other products. So their targeting for their email was, hey, check out this awesome deal on, let's just say, water canisters or whatever. But the water canister was buried at the bottom of a page, and it was a 1010 design, by the way. They do awesome with their landing pages. but it was all these other products, and then the one that they were featuring was all the way down at the bottom. Should you be doing landing pages for each thing you want to feature? Can you combine? Like, how do you decide your strategy on something?
Yeah, well, with something like that, it is very specific, and again, just the landing page is built apart from the web page itself to generate that information. So then you can later on target, and then it really comes down to what your main goal is as far as that specific that specific group that you're trying to target. So yeah, you wouldn't want a ton of different products on the one thing, and you would want to build. Let's say we go to a customer and say we're going to do 5 different landing pages based on your top 5 products that you're selling throughout the first quarter. And then you can generate those leads, and then start targeting that specific audience.
It's important to keep it segmented as well for analytics, because if you've done a great job of coming up with your strategy, setting your mailing list great, you've done a great job of coming up with a really eye-catching email that's going to take them back, or a social campaign that's taking them back to a landing page, and then you get to the landing page and it's confusing and it doesn't make sense, that might be the element that threw off the whole campaign. So a landing page really can't be that important. You can have everything else right, but if your landing page is off, it can derail the whole thing.
Right. And then we do have an example, and this is a simple landing page, really clear. One of our customers is Defender Auto Glass, and what they do is awful mobile repair. So John, if you wouldn't mind bringing that up real quick. So again, front and center, strong image, branded vehicle, and then your call to action to the left there where it says call Defender today. Now, I had talked about specificity earlier. Now, with their traveling van here, they do offer different varieties of service. So, the message may seem broad and it might sound like I'm contradicting myself based on what I said earlier, but you call them, they come out based on the need of your service. And if you wouldn't mind scrolling down a little bit, John. Very limited info as far as, not wanting to derail the viewer. This is what we offer. Here's a way to contact us, and that was something else I wanted to mention. Always, always, always make sure that you have a way for the consumer to contact you. You don't want to kind of leave them stranded. If they have a question, you want them to pick up the phone, you want them to email you. Even if you share your social media, you want them to jump on there and be able to have a way to interact with you to drive that relationship.
Just depends on what kind of service you offer and what the best way to get them to spend the money. If it's better that they do it online, fine. If it's better for them to call you, fine. But you really want to think about your purpose and your intent when you're setting up the call to action.
Right, absolutely.
What are some big no-nos that you see when you're looking at landing? The ones that just make you go, oh, what are they doing?
Well, a lot. I mean, there's been a lot. Like, let's say, for instance, you jump on a page and it happens to go just right into copy.
Yeah.
I mean, just paragraph after paragraph. Nobody wants to read that.
Right.
And if you do have a lot of information, try to consolidate and do bullet points and really hit on those key points that you want to drive home.
Sure.
Because there are some times that you're going to have a little bit more information depending on what industry you're in or what your niche is. If you really are going through this stuff and like, I got to include, I have to have that. Sure. Bullet point it out. Make it simple. Make it easily digestible for the reader, and then hopefully that'll retain their time on page.
Absolutely.
But definitely use strong imagery. Use really rich copy. It's a group effort. We do here. We have our content writers, we have our designers. All that stuff comes together with everything that we do, and I think landing pages, like you said, sometimes can get overlooked, but it really is a nice culmination of everybody being able to provide really good information to have it work towards a customer strategy.
Awesome. Landing pages, the unsung hero of your marketing automation strategy. I think they really are important. Like I said, they can make or break. You might get right down to the end of your campaign. You have everything else set up right. That landing page really can make or break what you do. So it's very important. We'd love to create your landing pages for you. If you're having trouble coming up with ideas for your marketing automation strategy, or maybe you've got one in place, you're just not sure that it's up to par, let us know. We're at company119.com. We'd love to hear from you. And before you've finished, or you learn more about landing pages, before you finished your first cup of delicious Buckeye chocolate coffee, or your first glass of water out of your 1010 Designs custom drinkware, You've learned more about marketing automation and landing pages than your competition will all day. Think about that for a second, Chad. That's power. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back with more Marketing Automation Week tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your day.